Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have another Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger review for you. This is Zyuoh Cube 9 Cube Rhinos. As you can see, it is massively large. It barely fits in the shot. Here is Cube Kuma for size comparison there in his cube form. Look out quick, now he's in his bear form. But as you can see, it is definitely a very large box. I'm going to go ahead and take him out of there, back into cube form with you. So this thing is pretty huge. As you can see, it forms the majority of Tosai Zyuoh over here. Nice picture of Zyuoh the world. There is Cube Rhinos, and Cube is kind of using the term loosely. He's not very cube-like at all, but he can haul some cubes in his trailer. Not a whole lot going on the bottom here. Gonna try to show you the side. Just kind of shows the trailer and the cubes. And then that is the super combination, which we'll take a look at in a minute. So here again you have Cube Rhinos. He can haul all kinds of cubes, any kind of combos you like. We'll play with that a little bit. Then they introduce Crocodile and Wolf to form Tosai Zyuoh. And then of course the amazing combo, which we'll take a look at. Unfortunately, we are missing this guy right here. I forget his name off the top of my head, but he is the bat, kind of a bat sword. Unfortunately, I'm going to guess maybe next week, if not the following week, that guy's going to come out. So in his review, I will do a full-on combination, but I'll at least do most of the combination here tonight. So let's go ahead, let's get Cube Rhinos out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. So these are the three pieces that you get inside the box. Of course, you get this piece, which will become the horn of the Rhino in Rhino mode. But then, as you can see from the back, it's going to become the headpiece of Wild Tosai King. Kind of got a crazy handlebar mustache going on there. Pretty intense. This is painted white. It's not just sheen from the light. And the rest of it is gold. But yeah, I like the look of that face. I think it looks pretty cool. Long headpiece. Then, of course, you have the Cube Rhino. He's got a big 9 block in the front there. And you can see the red of the eye, which looks pretty cool. Got wheels here and here. Then there's another wheel under there. I understand it's not a cube, but I'm glad they did it, because otherwise you just have 3 stacks of 3 cubes and it would get very repetitive, and they wanted to change it up a little bit. So I don't begrudge the fact that this guy's not really a cube. I think he's pretty awesome. I love the 9 written there. Smokestacks are pretty neat. You can kind of see that there's legs on top, but what are you going to do? And then this piece over here is a big trailer piece. Obviously, this is going to become the shoulder pads and top section of Tosai Zyuoh. But right now, it kind of just reminds me almost like a box car, like it's part of a train or something. Rolls fairly decently. Nicely painted on the front. Same gold detailing on the back. And if you take a look, it's actually pretty cool. I don't know how well this will show up because it's black. And, of course, because my camera's going to be weird. There we go. But anyway, you can see there's a little 8, and then there's a 1, and then there is a 6. Maybe I can just bring it closer. See the 1, the 8, and there's a 6 up there. It's kind of a little cheat sheet to help you put the cubes in the right places depending on what combination you're going for. But you can see there's a little hitch here, and you can see there is a little spot right here where my finger is. So you just pop that right on there. And then you're actually going to take this piece, and these 2 clips are going to peg into little clips up here. So you can give him his big rhino horn. And here you go. This is Cube Rhino with his trailer. Again, rolls pretty nicely. Hard to fit in the shot because he is very long. Make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, I think he's cool. Like I said, I understand why they didn't want to just do another standard cube. They need to change it up a little bit to make it a little bit more interesting, and I'm glad they did. I really like the design of this guy. I love the color scheme. I just all around think he is pretty cool. But we'll go ahead and we'll check out the combination in Tosai Zyuoh. Actually, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I forgot to show off the funnest part of this guy being a cube carrier, as it were. He can carry cubes, so you can go ahead and, as he does on the show, pop in number 7 and pop in number 8, and he can carry them around. You can also fill up the middle section if you want to put one smack in the middle. You can pull that out and put one towards the back. Put another one, probably not that one. Put another one here in the front. Pop that guy in. You can stack another one up top of here. I mean, the nice thing about the cubes is they all stack on top of each other. So once you have a base in, you can just go to town and stack in as many as you want. No reason for anyone to feel excluded. So there you go. You can carry all 8 cubes just by stacking them. You can even bring in the little guys. There we go. Stack one on there. Where does this go? I guess you'd have to put him upside down. But let me zoom out. Back this up a little bit. But you get the idea. I mean, you can have some fun and just toss all these cubes on here. Stack them all up. I mean, it gets to be a lot of weight, especially towards the... Let me just take him off for a second. These tend to, like, bow out to the side. And it's probably just because I don't have line attached correctly. What if I switch this up and put this guy in the front? Maybe that'll work a little better. Yeah, it works a little bit better. But they still kind of start to... Gravity just takes hold. But you certainly could have this guy lug around a whole ton of cubes. Get a crazy cube menagerie going on here. So I think that's pretty neat. I mean, you really can put as many as you want on here. There's no reason to stop. So it's really up to your imagination. If you want him to carry just, Zyuoh King, just those 3 cubes, just Zyuoh Wild, just those 3 cubes, just 7 and 8. Completely up to you, but you can get some crazy combinations of cube carrying going on with this guy. Alright, so now, getting back to the combination of Tosai Zyuoh, you're going to need 7 and 8, but I'm going to put them off to the side for a moment. Going to take the proper portion of Cube Rhino here, go ahead and detach the horn/nose section. You're going to grab the silver from 9 and just flip that right around, and that's just going to fit very nicely into an indentation back there. So it's pretty flush. Then, as you guessed it, these will become the legs. And you can see there's 2 clips right here and here. And if you grab this main section, you can see there are 2 clips and indentations there on the bottom. So this is very simply just going to very nice and securely snap on top there. Then you can see there's this piece here. Whoops. That's going to flip down, and then there's a similar one on this side. That's going to flip down. This piece here, you can actually see there's kind of a hole here, and that is going to peg onto this here. Very nice and simple. And there's a little fist molded on there. You're going to take 7, flip these out so he's got kind of a crocodile pincer claw type hand. And then this connection is going to connect onto this right here. So very simple there. Now, as you've probably guessed, Cube 8 is going to fit into the middle section here. But before we do that, we're going to flip this down. And that's going to form the head of Tosai Zyuoh. But I kind of wanted to take a closer look at this, because it's really nice. You can see the wolf, the crocodile, and it's kind of hard to see, but there is a rhino in there. Just because it's so black, you can see it's molded in there. So you have the rhino, the crocodile, and the wolf, and then I really like the paint for the head. That's really, really cool. And then you're just going to go ahead and bring that, and it's going to drop into the center. And then there you go. Tosai Zyuoh. So I like this guy. I really, really like this guy. I think the color scheme overall looks fantastic. I love that they did a little something different. For a size comparison, Here is Zyuoh Wild and Zyuoh King. So they're roughly the same size. Tosai Zyuoh is a little bit taller, but not crazy taller. He's certainly wider. I'm really glad that they did just go, off the reservation a little bit. They went a little different with making 9 this kind of car carrier instead of just another cube. Because otherwise you would just have 3 square cubes on top of each other times 3, and it would be very kind of tiresome. Like, I think these two look fantastic. I think he looks, different enough from Zyuoh King that they're not repetitive, but I think a third one kind of would have been repetitive. So I do appreciate that they mixed it up here, and I really do like the look of this guy, and his color scheme is just fantastic. Taking a look at the back, pretty standard, not really much going on back there. Articulation wise is what you'd expect from a Sentai figure, really just the shoulders move. That's pretty much it. I mean, I guess if you want to have him do the clampy jaw for the hand, he's got that going. But that's pretty much it. But I really do like the look of him. I think he looks fantastic. But there is one more thing we can do with these cubes. So obviously we've got a ton of cubes here. There's even one that isn't quite out yet that can also be added to this formation, and when that does come out, I will show how it integrates. But for now, I figure we've got the lion's share of the Zords here, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do here. I'm going to move these guys off to the side for now. I'm going to start out by taking number 5 and number 2, and I'm going to move the others out of the way for just a moment. I'm going to pop off number 8. And I'm going to pop off this hand here. Now, number 5 is going to sit in the tray up here. And as you can see, it's actually nice. There is a groove molded out for the extra little nubbin on the end. So you can clip him in there. Number 2 will clip in here. And we'll pan up just a smidge. So that's how you're going to start out there. I'm going to bring in number 3 and 4. And actually, I'll pan back down. They're going to be feet. So you're going to just peg them into the bottom. So there you go. Now, taking a look back up here. Starting to take shape. But this guy is pretty tall. I'm going to take number 8. And you can see that there is a fist molded in here. So this connector here is going to go over here. So there you go. Before we put too much else in place, I'm going to bring the exclamation point cubes back. The bear is going to clip in right here. So you might want to just move the hand out of the way. But you can see there's clips here, and that's where this guy is going to clip on. Come on, there you go. Open up the giraffe here, the Kirin, and that's going to peg into these clips on the side down here. And then we're going to pop open Mogra, and he's going to pop in to these clips down here on the side. Now, the bat weapon that we do not have will eventually peg in here, but he is not released yet. So, taking a look from the bottom, we have these kind of boots. We have 3 out of the 4 weapons. Then, panning up, we have these 2 fists. We have 5 and 2 up here in the shoulders. Number 6 is going to drop in and peg into the back half of that. And then number 1 is going to drop in and peg into the front half. And then if we tip this whole thing forward, you can see there's 2 little clips here and here. And these clips on the head are going to peg into those. So there you go. And then he is quite hefty. If we stand him back up, he is quite tall, but we're not done. If you'll remember, the others came with a few accessories. So you're going to pop this open and clip that closed. Pop this back up here like if we were going to give the bazooka to the cube gorilla in gorilla form. And then if you come around, yes, this clip here on the side is going to peg into this clip on the side of Wolf. So just like that. And I will tilt this just a smidge. And then you have the giant sword piece. That's going to come around, and you can see there's a clip here on the back. And that's going to clip in right there. And then there you have it. That is his giant, super tricked out form, -1 bat weapon cube. Very cool. I'm going to adjust the camera and try to take in this behemoth all in one shot. So it's really tough to get this guy all in frame because he really is quite massive. I'm trying to use something nearby for a size comparison. Here is a Lego Indominus Rex. Let me see, do I have a minifigure nearby? Here is a Lego minifigure just up there for size. So this guy's pretty huge. He's pretty massive. It's a really fun combination in my opinion. I really like how they got all 9 of these cubes to combine together. Instead of just stacking all 9 on top of each other or something. This is a crazy neat combination with a great color scheme. It's very colorful, but none of the colors seem super out of place, which I really appreciate. It all somehow seems to come together and just really work. Trying to get a 360 of this guy. Here he is from the side. From the back, he kind of looks a little funny because you can see some of the animal heads, like there's just Bear just peeking at you. And you can see the gorilla face, and you can see the face of Zyuoh King. So not as much color from the back, obviously, makes sense, but and I like the 2 feet down here at the bottom. If I pan down, 2 little feet, which is pretty funny. But yeah, this guy's just massive. He's just crazy, huge, ready for a fight. He's definitely going to smash some bad guys, and there's really no way to stop him because he's huge. So I love this combination. I can't wait to get the bat so I can go ahead and pop him on right there, and then this guy will be 100% complete. But in the meantime, it's still a lot of fun to play with and looks fantastic. So Cube Rhinos is amazing. I mean, sure, he's not technically a cube, but who cares? He's fantastic. I still maintain that if they had done just a 9th regular cube, you just have 3 guys all about the same height that just look like tall rectangles. And I really think we needed something to change the game, to, you know, mix it up a little, to really kind of not reinvent it, but throw a monkey wrench in and really just stir things up. And I think they did a fantastic job with this. I love this guy. I think he's fantastic. I have absolutely no complaints. I just can't wait for the bat to come out so I can complete Wild Tosai King because he's missing that little piece and I need it. I need it right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Cube 9 Cube Rhinos from Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger. And thanks for watching.